I was just watching a video, scrolling through my Facebook feed, and somebody posted a link to the web page that's How Big is the Universe? Explained in a way you will easily understand. And it's got a list of several cartoonish videos explaining some aspects of physics, which is extremely cool. If I had been a kid when these came out, I would have been a lot happier. A lot less happy with my sci-fi books, but more happy with my general knowledge. But at the end of the last one, How Big is the Universe, with the measurement, how big we know it, they were talking about how the universe is continuing to expand faster, and then at some point the space will be separating faster than light will travel, so light will never reach its target, I guess. But they were explaining how the force that scientists are using to explain this, they call dark energy, which is opposing or pushing matter away from each other in opposition to gravity. Which always was kind of weird to me. I mean, I understand the principle, how gravity is kind of like a cone hole that pulls things together, which circulates. Dark energy would be like a mountain peak that everything just kind of falls off of and pushes away. I get that. But in my head, and again, this is probably from way too much sci-fi reading and intoxicants. But in my head, I've always kind of thought that the universe being infinite, because I don't believe God brought it into reality, so the universe, to me, has always been infinite and in infinite emptiness. And just the general nature of reality is like we see on a slightly smaller scale, absolute vacuum doesn't exist, or the closer to vacuum that we've ever created starts creating spontaneous energy fluctuations inside of it. So things pop into existence the less things you have. So a complete vacuum or an absolute nothing is unstable by its very nature. And that's how I've always viewed the universe or reality. And when you have an infinite potential, that means you would have infinite Big Bangs, universes, things popping in and out of existence. And when the potential, of course, gets big enough, it's not just an atom or a spark or something, it's a universe. And that takes a while to dissipate. And this dark energy that they're trying to figure out, in my head, I've always kind of thought of it as other universes out beyond where we have seen, or where we could see, and universes that have already dissipated to the point of being just a general static of gravity. So the actual universe, or the actual reality itself, is what's pulling us apart. Universes that have existed and will exist or are existing now, and their ghosts and their potential, which is energy, which is gravity at some point, is pulling us apart. I don't know if I'd ever put that down on camera or said out loud in any way, but I've always believed that the universe is an infinite potential, as in a negative, a vacuum, an infinite nothing, which is inherently unstable, as we've found in pretty much everything as we look around. Or I could just be really intoxicated. So I'm going to end it there. Peace. Good night.